Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your grand premiere of RGL Season 3 Invite. We have an awesome match already lined up for you guys tonight. I'm joined by marmaloo as my co-caster and Dolphin as our production expert. Man, Froyo and Ascent in week 1, you don't see that too often. These are two high volatile rival teams for many seasons now. Really excited to see they're going to play. And also what type of roster Froyo is going to be running tonight.
Something that you love to see this match first week on a new map. No one has much of an idea. Even though this was played last season, not many people actually had the pleasure of trying it out. So this is a good way if you're a new team that has this map somewhere in your schedule. Take some notes. These are the best teams going at it on a newer map. You don't know what's happening. Copying off them may be a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, a clear cut is it's so much more like faster paced than viaduct. Like, I mean, the midpoint is so much smaller. The choke points to get onto the point are smaller, and it's weird to see how top level players are adapting to it. I haven't really played much on the map. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Marmaloo hasn't played much on the map, so it's still very, very new to the high level scene of Invite. And taking two of the best teams in NA, if not the world, to this Koth map is going to be so much fun to watch.
Yeah, from just looking around and playing it a little bit, it looks like Demo is really, really good on this map. If he's anywhere near the center of the point, he can shoot almost everything that is important. He can shoot the roof, he can shoot the behind the point, shoot the right, and it's looking like your soldiers really need to be able to open up the map for you to be able to push across, because to actually get across the point and get aggro, you have to go through the point, and it's a really not a narrow, but it's a single choke point.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like to reiterate what you said. Demo's like, if your demo goes uncontested on this map, it's going to be rough for the enemy team to do anything. I mean, especially with two demos like Campy or Zaylor and Habib. You have those two players who are some of the best in the world in the classes they play. I know Habib is the best. Campy's definitely up there, top 4 at a minimum, depending on who's playing in the EU right now. But I mean, I'm really excited to see. Also, I think Froyo's roster is the old roster from last season, where they're actually throwing Banny back on Sky. I did want to talk about that as the players are joining the server. Banny, Eric, Scout, Patty Pocket, Patty Romer, Yamps Pocket, yeah. Habib Demos, and Skis, the newcomer in his first ever Froyotech branded match. Froyo Skis, really excited to see how he plays. This is going to be a really tough match for Froyo. This is not going to be easy for him. Obviously, looking into the preseason, they've been really struggling versus Ascent in some of these Koth maps and just 5CP in general. But with this old Froyotech roster, Banny back on main calling, and I'm back on his scout class, this could go a lot more convincingly for Froyo. But it's gonna be a tough race, man.
Yeah, if I saw this was the roster, I'd have probably changed my power rankings, but I was feeling Ascent. But I definitely think this is the best possible Froyo roster that they could have right now with these players. But something you love to see is the Habib Zaylor matchup on a demo heavy map is going to be insane to watch. Those who don't know who Lol Guy is, you'll see. you'll see what happens, especially just surfing around, flying around. And I think another really important player to watch, or at least combo, a pair of two. These guys always together. Slem and Laz. They've been seen together for the past 3 seasons now, and they're just, or 3 seasons in a row at some point. But they're scary. They got probably the best DM on their classes in Invite.
Oh, for sure. And I'm a scout main. You're more of a projectile main. I love the scout head to head, man. I love it so much. This scout head to head is some of the top in the industry in TF2. Banny Eric versus bot mode Slumnish. Bot mode is the one you're gonna want to raise an eye to. Bot mode is either hot or he's cold. If bot mode's hot, you're not stopping him. He has some of the best DM in NA. It's not close. He's up there with Slemnish and Yamps. But obviously Yamps probably shifting back to Soldier for this match, looking at the stats from their pre-scrim. But I'm super excited to see how Banny, Eric, bot mode Slemnish are going to play against each other. Slemnish is a king on Koth, as is Banny, and I want to see how these flying scouts are going to make plays and kind of open up the map and try to get in behind and make big plays for their team. Oh man, I'm so excited because these stats, I was looking at them, the Slemnish and Eric logs, man. Oh my gosh, they've been crazy these past couple nights scrimming this map.
All I'm saying is we looked at the logs earlier. They switched back first night. Banny went 30-2 with 500 DPM. That's insane on this map. So I'd be a little bit scared if I was on Ascent, but Slem could probably drop that same thing. He's literally dropped a 60 burger before. And I think bot mode is definitely the big, the big underdog, if you could say that in a match of this caliber. But, you haven't seen his flanks out in a while. And I think he's a really smart player. And I think he's going to be able to find those openings and get behind, maybe make some play like that. And, I'd love to see that. So.
For sure. I mean, I want to jump into predictions here a little bit. Because we're just missing Slemnish and he's in spectator, so we're just about to start here. You can take it first. Who do you think is going to take this match tonight, Marmaloo, knowing that Froyo's on their old roster from Season 2?
You know what? I'm not straying away from my prediction before. I'm backing the boys. 4-2 Ascent. I think they're going to be able to take it on this map, but I would not be surprised if it went the other way, but I'm sticking. I'm not jumping off the bandwagon yet. Not yet. Maybe after this match will change, but what do you think, Sandblast?
So, obviously, you saw the podcast. I wasn't a heavy favor for Froyotech, but I was definitely, I would say 60-40 for Froyotech on the season. But, we're playing Koth. You got Slemnish. You got Laz. Easily the best soldier in the server, in my opinion, for Koth. And I think you have Logeye. I think that you have some of the best medic in the game. Logeye is incredible at medic, and I think this medic head-to-head is going to be huge. I'm honestly going to agree with you. I'm going to go 4-2 Ascent.
Let's go. All right, so the chat actually predicted a 33.3 to 2.16, I think it was last, and they're thinking Froyo is going to take it. Let's see if they can prove them wrong. That's not physically possible, but we understand. They think Froyo is winning by a bit. All right, first mid, take it away, Sandblast.
RGL Season 3 invite, Week 1, Froyotech versus Ascent. I'm on the eyes of Zaylor. Here we go. This first start of the mid. Campy's a little bit slower than Abib, hitting his head on the rollout here. Looks like you're going to have Patty really aggressive onto the top right shack, onto the scouts of Ascent. Going to get denied right away. Patty already out of the fight. Yomps having great positioning top left right now. Ski's taking a lot of damage, playing a little passive right now, though. You have Bot Mode and Slemnish both in position, ready to try and make a play. You have Yomps in the back line right now. Habib pushing across to the point. He is caught. He is going to get killed by Slemnish. Watch out for Yomps.
Yomps coming back in, getting a big pick, and now the fight is going towards Ascent. Froyo has to cut their losses and get out. Really good pick. Habib overextending just a little and ends up getting caught out. Patty and Banny are trying to go in for a salvage. Banny gets Laz, but Patty gets traded out. No cap yet. Banny's still poking, waiting for those spawners to come in. Habib, everyone's in. Uber ad for Ascent, and they end up getting the cap here. Let's see. Can Froyo get this Uber in exchange? They do have a player ad.
Sorry about the little lag there, but yeah, you called it. Banny coming right in for the exchange across the point. Going to be a little bit better for the side of Ascent here. You have Slemish and Campy here already getting in position to try and get this post Uber. Bomb Mode is going to fall on the flank though to Banny. Yomps big into the skybox, onto the head of Logeye, taking a lot of damage. High five trying to get out here. Logeye is cut off from Yomps. He is going to fall in the back line, and the flank from Froyotech making big plays. Yomps in the middle of that post Uber going to get a big pick on the Logeye. Pretty big ad coming out of Ski. He's going to be around 50% coming into this next push.
Yeah, so this is a big decider. Do they want to go all out and take a fight before they get Uber, or are they going to try and make the sack as quick as possible and do a 4-man? But it looks like they're going to take it a bit more aggro, but Logeye catches a pipe. Patty committing, trying to get on the med. Double soldier bomb, and it's so much damage. They get Logeye, and that's big. Once again, huge ad for Skis, and all they have to do is hold the S key, make sure Ski stays alive, and keep this Uber ad. Really good bomb into the Valley of Death. That looked destructive.
Yomps sold out for that, and he made big money off that sack. A little bit of a weird positioning from Logeye, kind of just in like the middle of a spam angle from Abib. Catching that pipe was the catalyst that was able to let Yomps get a clean bomb there. But Ascent already going through the Valley of Death again, trying to avoid the spam a little bit more this time. Logeye learned his lesson. He's playing really far back. The force is going to come out though from the 4-man sack that they just did. Laz is going to get a kill on the Yomps here. Slemish and Logeye already back at spawn, pushing back in. High five is going to fall, and the flank is open. Bomb Mode and Laz in behind right now. The combo has to come from Logeye and Slem, or they're just going to sell out for their flank. Campy is going to fall as well. You have Laz falling, and Bomb Mode is going to die as well. But again, Uber ride from Guy looking around 50% here. So this, as soon as their spawners are up here, they're going to take this Uber right into Froyotech.
Yeah, that was massive. Froyo did not want to take that 4-man. They went straight into them. It didn't work out, but what it actually did is it delayed all the spawners from Ascent, because Ascent didn't coordinate something and they got picked off one by one by the Froyo blob. And now that Ascent's taking so much time, Froyo's about to get it. Campy bombs in. Skis just gets out, and bomb mode actually gets, Zizou gets picked off, and this is chaos from Ascent. This push is so bad, and it's been blown up. Patty coming from behind, and doesn't do much damage, but he definitely pulls some eyes. Froyo now is Uber, and Guy is in eyesight of Banny. Does he want to pull the trigger and take this Uber? Looks like they're waiting, and they take it on Yomps and Banny. Guy with no scout speed. There's no projectile to bomb yet. Yomps is selling out. Yomps almost gets it.
So
it's
close.
Slim. And it all slows down just a bit.
The flank from Ascent there wasn't able to find much. Bomb mode and Bomb mode and Laz fell really early during that Uber. They weren't able to get anything. But Guy gonna get pinched from the flank, leaving the house wide open. Eric's gonna get a clean flank, and as well with Patty onto bomb mode, getting traded out though. But again, this isn't the end of the world for Ascent. Froyo is about to take the first round here with around 20 seconds left on the clock. But they have to be able to kill Skis with this. If they can't kill Skis, even if Ascent caps the point, Skis is just going to come in with the full Uber and Reef win with the Uber ad.
Yeah, the only silver lining is that Skis does not have the Uber to just seal out this game. They need to get deep, but there's so much damage on everyone. They get Patty as the opening pick. They're getting some cap time. If I'm them, if they wait a little bit too long, Skis is about to get this Uber, and they're about to just run over the rest of Ascent if they don't kite properly. And it looks like they just get it. They're going to start taking it slow, make the other team have to come and stop the cap, and as soon as that happens, the Uber's going to be coming out.
I'm sorry, this is almost unwinnable at sometimes in these situations. I mean, bot mode's going to get a kill. They're going to get the trade on the lads, but again, Skis has Uber. So even though they got the first initial pick at the start of it, it doesn't really matter because Skis just has full ad. That's the problem with Koth sometimes. You get faster spawns and have ad, so even sometimes losing the point is good to get those spawns and then just have a nice easy push for the repush there. But round 1 to Froyo.
Yeah, I saw Yomps and Banny on this map very late last night, so they put the hours in this first mid. I want to see how Habib plays it. He's playing on the left lane, shooting pipes over. Instant aggression from the flank of Froyo. They're gonna back up a little bit, taking a bit of damage, and no one really wants to get near that point. Ascent first. Yomps is all the way behind, and they're gonna coordinate something. Patty jumping also behind. Yomps back in onto Guy. Guy takes 50, and the soldier bombs aren't getting much, but they isolate Zayler. And now this is going to be all on if Patty can make something happen. Habib gets spammed down. Patty's in, gets one good rocket on Guy, can't get another. And it's looking like it's in Ascent's favor. They have all the ground on the point, a lot of damage on the scouts, and High Five's going to escort them out, getting that pick on Eric.
Yeah, I mean, really good stuff from Guy. He stayed alive, so even though Zayler did get caught from the soldier bomb, he was a little bit separated. Guy's movement was incredible, able to surf all those rockets and staying alive in that entire time, and staying healthy, which is another important thing. But Froyotech coming from the left side of the map here. Habib gonna take a bunch of damage, as is Banny. Big damage there from Campy. Gonna hit some big pipes over the roof there. Banny is trying to eye out the map here, see where he wants to try and take the Uber. Looks like Patty and Yomps lagging behind a little bit, looking like they're going to try and do a double bomb here. Looks like Patty's going to call it. The Uber's actually going to get popped out here. Guy has not popped Uber. High Five is going to get the force, is going to fall for it. It looks like Slumnish wants to take this Uber deep. He is super deep. Skis is super caught. He is going to fall here to Campy. They're all going to re-death ball here on their side of the map. Here comes Eric on the flank here. Laz is going to get isolated by the scouts, but it doesn't matter because Banny is going to fall. Yomps, big but jump here. Guy going to get isolated into his own house, backing up by himself. Slumnish here. This is his domain. Everyone's a little bit weak. He's going to get into 1v1 versus Yomps, but is not going to find the kill. It's all up to bot mode. All eyes on him. Going to try and get onto Yomps, and is going to die as well. Little bit of weird chaos there from the side of Froyotech, but they are going to find the upper hand of it by isolating Guy and Laz on the flank there.
Yeah, that was really weird. As soon as Ascent popped that Uber, both soldiers and Eric behind, and they're stuck in the middle, and they got collapsed on. But it looks like Guy gets picked off again by Patty, trying to break through the left side, and it's just all crumbling down. A salvage pick from High Five, and Laz is in high on Skis, hits one rocket, but isn't enough. Really good pick on Habib, but I don't know. These spawns are really late, and I don't think it's gonna be that much.
Yeah. Guy's playing a little too aggro right there. I mean, there was a lot of chaos happening. He kind of just blindly went around the corner and caught nice rockets by Patty. I mean, he's gonna have to try and stay alive a little bit more in these situations, kind of like how Skis is, if they're gonna want to try pushing with more ads. But kind of just Ascent getting their footing back on here, trying to get ready to set up a sack here. It looks like.
Yeah, great job from Froyo, but they're gonna two-man soldiers. Skis with a really good surf. 1 HP gets forced. Good job from Ascent, but even better from Froyo, not dropping a single player. And they're gonna probably be able to pull off a pseudo forward hold. It's a bit strange. There hasn't been one completely discovered so far, but this is looking like a pretty good one with Patty on the left side holding it down. And Yomps is getting caught here. And he does. Uber ad for Ascent. Habib jumps out and...
Oh my god.
One soldier down from Froyo. It's going to be all on Patty to get this force if Ascent wants to take it slow. And they're taking that ground up point. Oh, Laz gets picked off from Eric, and they're going to send a Habib and Patty bomb. Patty gets one good rocket, gets the force off. And clean job from Froyo, and I think Habib's going to get out as well.
Skis could get killed here, though. I mean, they're taking forever to kill Banny. He needed to die instantly, and Skis was kind of like, you know, debating on if he wanted to commit with Banny, and now that's exactly what's happening. The combo is going to make a huge fight from Campy. Going to stop Banny from taking even more positioning. But again, time's in favor of Froyo. This situation is such in favor for Froyo. They have the fast response and the huge Uber ad here. Froyo is going to start edging the point here shortly. Looks like Yomps is getting ready to bomb here. Banny going to probably going to take a chariot Uber across the point here. Yomps getting inside the shack of the enemies here. Going to fall the bomber on the flank here. Big damage from Eric on the high five, but he's going to get trio. Big picks from Ascent here on the flank. Slumdish and Laz going to get big kills here. Skis is milking this Uber, but for what cause here? They don't really get anything. Habib, Skis dropped it like 3 different crucial players there. I don't really know what Ascent, or I'm sorry, Froyo was going for there. As soon as they lost their 2 core players, they should have just called it off, but instead everyone just bled.
Lolgai did a really good job of playing their own life. They hit all the way in house, so Bandy didn't see a great Uber to get the other med, and that indecision caused just insta-gibs. Yomps is behind again, ready to take the fight, and it's an even Uber fight across the point. Both soldiers of Ascent behind, and the Ubers popped off first from Ascent.
Good pick.
Froyo is getting the counter Uber, but they are flashing.
Remember Yomps. Good kill with by bot mode.
Ooh, nice air shot from High Five onto Skis. And now this is just a Chaos in Death Valley 2.0. And it looks like Ascent's going to take this one home. But good salvage, both meds dying, and a way earlier spawn time for Skis. So that's going to be like a 25% Uber ad if they're building well. But it doesn't look like they are. So not maximum. And, you know, a lot of time for Ascent. All they need to do is play clock. But it looks like Froyo should be able to get a lot of ground while Lolgai is not there. Instantly taking cap onto Campy. So much damage and on Laz. They get High Five, but they trade out for Yomp. So it's a 5v5. Heals just got here for Ascent. And how do they want to take this?
I kind of like this situation for Ascent, man. They're already having this pressure onto the point. Bot mode's going to start capping it. Habib's super weak. Even though Skis has ad here, if they're able to just get a lot of cap time and force this Uber out of Skis, Lolgai is going to have the ad here to do this. But they just need to not keep bleeding players here. Can't be so weak, and he's going to fall as is Slemnish. Both the scouts from Froyotech going to find what they need. If they get this pseudo forward hold off, this is going to be a rough time for Ascent here to break this out. But it looks like Bot Mode and High Five are already here to try and help secure this forward aggression for their team.
They don't really have time for a 4-man at this point unless they do it instantly, so it looks like it's going to turn into a trade most likely, but the flank of Froyo interrupting that, and they're getting a big pick that's going to either stall or make Ascent have to take a least favorable fight. Yomps is in, gets a force all the way in the back. That is so good, and now Froyo is going to have a full 8 seconds to work with, and they're taking it straight in onto Slem. The entirety of Ascent trying to go behind, make something happen, but it's not looking great. Can't be caught out. And that's half for Froyo 2-0, and you know, if our predictions are to go right, that's gonna have to be 4 rounds in a row for Ascent, and Froyo doing a great job of just surprising us, you know?
Yeah, I mean, couple things. I pull up the logs here. Hopefully they don't start right away, but a couple things I want to look at these stats here. I mean, we were talking up about some of the players on Ascent here. I mean, I'm looking at Laz right now versus like some of the soldiers. It just looks like Froyo's soldiers are really playing so exceptional. They just seem so much more in tune on the flank. Patty and Eric are communicating better with each other. They seem like they know what they want to do here. One other thing is bot mode as well. kind of underperforming here. I mean, all the scouts, you know, Eric 16-6, Slemnish 15-6, Banny 14-3, Pummeled 6-11. He has to try and pick it up here if they want to see any sort of difference in this next half.
Yeah, like you said, I think the main story here is Froyo's flank are taking the initiative. They are starting every fight, and Laz is there to recover, and he's getting shot in the side. Bot mode, when they try and do something, they're just getting focused down, and they need to try and, you know, try to make something happen faster or get those picks as soon as possible. But Patty and Yomps, it seems one of them is always behind, and not too late after, the other soldier is in deep, and they're committing all together, and low guy with 4 more deaths than Skis is something we didn't think would come, but they're playing really well around Skis.
They
so
are.
far.
I mean, Law Guy, I didn't think he was having some deaths that like that just didn't really make sense to me. Like when he was getting caught in the forward spawn there, those are just deaths that are easily avoidable. I don't know if it's like a miscommunication with his team or if he's just going a little bit more forward, but I mean, it just seems like that Ascent's not fragging nearly as much as Froyo. Like I mean, if you look at the head-to-head, Patty is, in my opinion, having more impact than Laz on the flank, and you know, Habib isn't doing as much damage as Candy, but is staying alive and creating more of a presence and killing more things. But I think if you need to see any sort of impact difference coming from like Ascent, it's gonna be their flank needs to get more in tune of what their combo is doing, and especially bot mode. Bot mode needs to turn it on right now. He needs to figure out what to do to get back in this game, because if you're having a scout underperform by 10 kills as the other scouts in the server and have almost an incredible less amount, like a lot of less damage, I mean, that's a red flag for your team right there. You're gonna have to start figuring out how to pick it up.
Yeah, for those looking at the logs on screen, it's actually the first round is on the left and the second is on the right, and that's just what happened. So, yep, and it looks like one team's readied up, and we're about to get started any minute now. And how do you think it's going to end up? Do you think Ascent's going to be able to turn it around? Because that last round was close, but it looks like we're starting quickly. What do you think?
I think Ascent can turn it around. I think bot mode just needs to clear his head, you know, get in a better headspace for now, realize that it's still winnable, and bring it right back. Because they have the potential to do it, man. It's right in front of them. They got so close 2 times, but small errors just need to get changed. But anyway, starting out on this mid, Habib gonna do his patented spam over the house on the left here. Campy taking a little bit more forward aggression than Habib. They're finally just now gonna meet each other on the point. Laz is playing very, very passive this time. Looks like Yomps is gonna initiate a bomb here. On to high 5, gonna get double bombed by soldiers and almost gets air shot. Yomps is so weak, and Banny's gonna find that kill. Yomps is gonna get reboed. Botwood's gonna find a kill onto Habib. That's an excellent trade for Ascent right now. Ascent just needs to stay on their toes, edge the cap, because they know they're not gonna get smoked by Habib right now. Patty's out of the fight right now. Yomps is gonna try and cut off the side from them. Patty's gonna play off that and clean up the damage on that was done to Slemnish. Yomps is gonna fall in response though. Don't agree with that bomb there, but Patty, and on the flank, 1-2, not gonna get the 2 rocket on the Law Guy. Very weak. Law Guy's gonna play very, very safe. Let Froyotech have it here, but the sheer aggression from Patty and Yomps there was enough to weaken them up and push them back.
Yeah, great job. But now Ascent has to take the trade, and the Ubers are looking even, and Laz is behind. Nothing else has happened from this Uber overall. Laz is back in on Habib. A lot of damage out. High 5 also in. Habib down, but they're trading 2 for 1. How will this work out? And Banny just gets out 4v5 in favor of Froyo. And they're just getting spammed down by both these soldiers, and Slem gets isolated by Banny. So much damage out, and it's the high bomb from Yomps on Low Guy and gets the med pick, and the fight just devolves from there. He also gets Zaylor.
I mean, that was a golden opportunity for Ascent there. They had the even Ubers. Froyotech did have the point, so even if one of their guys on the flank died, they have a 5-second respawn. All they needed was a pick to start the snowball effect. If they were able to get that trade kill, this could have been completely different, but Law Guy dying there is so crucial. But anyway, Ascent edging up to the point here. Habib having traps. Patty looks like he's in behind and going to take a fight. Is going to lose. They're going to trade 2 for 2 for that. So, but how is Ascent going to respond here? They're still playing so passive. It looks like they were trying to sack, and is going to get skis off of it, which is a huge pick. But again, they need to start getting this cap time now, though.
Now, Laz threading the needle, getting in that little shack and killing skis. Silver lining is Zaylor actually missed his bomb and went straight up, but that means he's alive for this repush, and they didn't have to wait for a wave of respawns. They just instantly went after skis died, and it's huge ad for Lol Guy. This is the turnaround they needed, and it looks like they're all hiding in the little shack. And this is how most teams defend against the 4-man. And let's see, can Froyo take the ground and try and try and spam them down before they send a sack wave in.
The tough thing about this, Marmaloo, you're pinned down. If they're able to cut off your exit and they're doing enough damage to your front line, you kind of just get smoked in there. But it looks like the flank is going to cover the back of the entrance of the house there. It looks like Banny should be caught here and is going to die very, very soon. And not until he takes down High Five. Wow, great stuff there from Banny. Habib is going to fall, but no force out of Low Guy. So good stuff to Ascent. Slowly trickling down the time here. High Five is dead, but Habib's dead as well. So that's going to give him a little bit of time here to get a High Five in position here.
Yeah, great defense. Their med doesn't get forced, and that's so good. This is going to be able to take a lot of time off the clock, and let's see, how does Froyo want to take this? Do they want to take it straight into them up this steep slope? And it looks like they will, popping on Banny, and it's going to be a little bit of a better Uber from Ascent. And everyone, it looks like, is in front of Froyo, or Ascent, which is really good. Laz is behind, getting fought by Yomps, and nothing else is really happening. Laz gets cleaned up and left out to dry by Ascent. Now they're stuck to take a 5v6. And Slem also gets cleaned up. This is so bad. And Yomps is on Low Guy and gets the pick. You hate to see it. It was looking so good. And to rub a little bit of salt in the wound, Patty hits a great direct onto bot mode. And if you're on the side of Ascent, you know, it's so heartbreaking for this to all break down like that.
What I was concerned about is Laz was in behind. He drew two eyes on him. He had Eric and Yomps in the backline fighting him. Ascent didn't even want to take the high ground. They just sat on the low ground. They could have took their shack with one of their soldiers and had more potential to try and win that fight there. But anyway, it looks like Patty's going to get caught on the flank here. Trying it on the Low Guy is going to miss his rockets and not get the kill here. But again, everything's in favor of Froyo. The positioning, the Ubers, the time. Ascent has to figure a way here to crack this hold open and try and get on the skis here. It looks like they're already starting now. They're going to have two scouts edge the cap here. Eric going to take huge damage from Campy. Uber's going to come out of the shack here. Low Guy's already in a safe position. Campy is going to get left out to dry there, but for a good cause, the Uber gets popped. But look at High Five in the back line right now. He's about to take a 1v1 with Patty, it looks like here. Unless they know where they are, it's actually going to be a 2v1. Huge rockets from High Five, and in response, Patty's going to hit the air shot in return. Good stuff to High Five there, and going to get the fast respawn.
Yeah, and it looks like Froyo once again taking it to Ascent. Patty drawing everyone back, but they have player out on the side of Ascent. Eric gets a 1v1 versus Laz, but Laz gets the health pack. Ooh, and good pick there, but they need to get this cap it's going to be about a minute of more time on the side of Ascent, and they need to make something happen. They have the Uber ad, but Froyo is building that up, and it's going to be there in about 15 seconds or so. So you got to hope they make something happen during this Uber exchange.
Oh my god, Habib's 1 health. He's just eating every roller that it can't be stung. 3 health on Habib there. But Ascent needs to play perfect right now. They need to get the super out of skis. They need to figure it out. I want to see a little bit more aggression from High Five trying to help out Laz here in these situations. But it looks like Slemnish is ready. Eric on the right side. Big bomb from Habib here. Gonna get instantly taken out by Laz. The bomb was gonna get traded out. High Five's gonna get a pick onto Benny as well. But Froyo's just gonna use the time that they have, and it's just gonna be a 5-man sack. So even though, like, the 5-man came in, they weren't ready for it. The Habib's bombing in was a clear tell, but this is still doable. They have time. As long as they don't lose at least Campy or Low Guy, they could recap, force the Uber out of skis, and win the post fight potentially still.
Yeah, they need to make sure this Uber does not walk all the way into them. They need to get one early or have an ability to kite. And it looks like Froyo's going to get in pretty clean. Ski's taking a lot of damage to get the force out. And I don't know if they're going to get a pick here. This Uber's not looking great. Low Guy walks onto the stickies, and that is a heartbreaker. The rest of this fight is falling apart. 12 seconds left on the clock for Froyo once they get this cap. Everyone's getting dealt with. And it looks like this is turning in Froyo's favor again. Unless these 3 can actually turn it around, which they do get 2 picks. But there's no HP.
In favor of Ascent though, but again, yeah, you're right, no HP. It's Slemnish and High Five versus the world. Habib's gonna take a little bit of damage, but is gonna fall. His bot mode was in the back line trying to make something. Campy's already here. Campy's doing as best as he can. He's putting out so much damage right now. Banny's gonna get taken out. This is still doable. They need to get some level of cap time. Laz is here to try and help out. Zayler's here as well. Uber Reds. Like Ascent could just win out right here. They need to try and get a pick here. The flank needs to hurry up from Ascent. Bot mode's rolling out as fast as he can. The bike bomb is in from the soldiers right here from Ascent. And Zayler's gonna fall, gonna get left out to dry. Laz is gonna fall, and it's all crumbling away. There's a little bit of hope here for bot mode. He needs to go big here. Patty's gonna kill himself. Habib, it's all up to him. Slemnish is in. Skis doesn't have over yet. He doesn't have it. Oh my god, this is huge. Slemnish, please get Skis. He has all to beat the 1v1 in the Banny. It's all up to Banny in the 1v1 versus Slemnish. And here's Zayler. This is it. They actually did it. The 3 players alive. They did it. They ran it back. Huge misplay from Logline, kiting into the wrong direction. He could have went to the open where his scout is, but the flank came in big for Ascent there.
That is so insane. I called it off as soon as Logline died, but they won the DM fight after DM fight. Big pipe from Zayler and Slem clutching it out in the end, and that's a big round for Ascent. You got that momentum now. Let's see, Patty doing the same bomb, taking a lot of damage. And let's see if Ascent gets a little bit more pep in their step. Zayler eating all the spam and picked off instantly. That's a really bad start from the side. Yomps is behind as well. Patty forward. And Ascent boxed into this corner again. They get the Yomps pick, and they're making it look very, very good. The only problem is there's no Zayler to shoot this roof. And Slem gets picked off. This point goes in favor of Froyo, and it's getting even.
Yeah, can't be catching a little bit too much damage there, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. They know it's still doable. Campy's already back into the fight, putting out a lot of damage onto the enemy side. They are going to pop and take the exchange here. Skis is milking for an exceptionally long time. Watch out, though. Zayler can't get left alone here. He is going to get left alone. Eric's going to find out they get the kill there. He is going to crater somehow. I don't know how that happened, but bot mode is just now getting back to his team. It looks like Laz is going high into the skybox here onto the left-hand side. Going to fade on the Skis here. Big damage on the Skis. He's 1 health. They're trying to get him. Skis is 7, and he makes out like a bandit and just barely makes it out alive there.
I think Skis literally lived with 1, which is actually insane. So,
calculated.
Big play by Skis. Double soldier bomb, and he just dodges all of it. And now it's even Ubers on the side of both teams, and that's more clock, a minute off for Froyo, and it looks like Patty's going to interrupt again, go behind. Yomps is forward, on Mole Guy, 2 clean rockets, and that is another heartbreaker in the Death Valley.
Mole Guy, keep that. That's not his area, man. I mean, the soldiers from Froyotech are doing such an amazing job. Patty fades behind, Guy kind of brings his attention towards him, waiting for the bomb, and then Yomps just gets a clean bomb in over the roof there, and he's just completely open. No one from Ascent was ready for that play, and good on the Froyotech having the coordination that they need to make that play happen. Minute 25 on the clock, full out for Skis. Probably going to see the George Foreman sack here from Ascent. Let's see what they do here.
Patty's actually forward. Patty found the gap, but I don't think he can get onto the med. And Froyo is in the shack again, bunkered down. Laz is in. No force this time, and that's a 4-man. Good pick onto Habib, and it should have some impact with a little bit of a longer respawn. And Ascent's going to have a decent chance of an Uber exchange, but they got to get something going quick. 1 minute on the clock left for Froyo, and Froyo is very aggressive. They're gonna take it back a little bit, but with no demo, they may want to take it straight into the other team.
I mean, Habib's already almost back, and that pick on the Patty is going to help out a bunch, but Habib not having a buff or crit heals right now is big. He's just now going to make it to the front of the point with no buff, but oh my god, disgusting pipes from Habib. They're going to Uber. Slemnish is going to get saved here. Laz and Laz and Zayler are both out of the fight. Bot mode ready to collapse here. High 5. Everyone is so weak on the side of Ascent right now. Their health is so bad. Just now, everyone's collecting arrows and getting buffs right now, but they do have the position that they need to try and take this fight. Big pick on the bot mode on the Skis in the backline. Campy's gonna fall. Everyone just needs the ball up around Guy right now. Help out the man. Slemnish taking a 2v1. Big bomb from Patty. Gonna get on the Guy. Gonna surf into Death Valley. Now I guess it's the safe valley since no one's there.
No, we've seen too much death for not to be Death Valley, but good. I don't know if it was a pipe or a sticky, but a good projectile from Zayler doing enough damage onto Skis for just a chip shot to take it away. That's what they need. They need an almost perfect game from this point on, and if they want this to work, they need some med picks. Froyo taking it across the point, not waiting at all. Yomps trying to get on Laz. And Patty's also behind. Yomps gets picked off. Patty has to hopefully get on the med, which he's getting close. 2 good rockets, and that is horrible. Skis needs to live from this point on. Laz is in. Oh! 1 good rocket. Just barely.
Look at high five. Look at it. This is it. Skis gonna get Skis is dead.
Really, really good salvage. But those picks are big. They could just cap while they have to wait for the spawners. If you don't know on Viaduct, if you have the point, your spawns are worse. Patty's deep onto Zizou. or bot mode, and that is terrible. It was looking so great, but now you have to think about it. They have to get all the way out to the midpoint in time to be able to get enough that cap down so they can get the 6 players in. Laz jumping in on the point, but that's not enough time. They're getting back on it.
Wow.
1 pick, and that's another round. 3-1 for Froyo, and like I said, a perfect game from here on out.
3 rounds, uncontested. It's possible for Ascent. They've done it. Well, I'm on the eyes of Zaylor this mid. I want to see what he's going to be cooking up this mid. It looks like he's going to be trying to go the same essential route he usually does, while Habib is opting to meet him there this time. Good damage onto Eric from Zaylor, going to bully him off the high ground. Zaylor's doing a great job denying the top left very early. Yomps is up there right now, but is not going to have to take a ton of damage to stay up there. They're going to get traded out for it, though. Laz is going to fall to Benny. Yomps going to kill himself off. Campy trying to hit a big pipe into that soldier top right. He is going to get killed by, actually, he's not going to get killed. Yeah, that's crazy. He just now dies, as is Habib. Eric's going to trade the kill on the high 5, who did kill Habib there. And pretty clean mid from Ascent there. Really good stuff to Campy denying top left, making it so no one was even allowed to step foot up there.
Yeah, that mid Laz got destroyed, but that got enough space for high 5 to actually get Habib alone and get that pick. And that's, you always want that Habib pick. Even Ubers. Froyo once again looked like they're taking it from the right side of the point. Ski's very weak. They get the force off. Habib bombing in. Force comes out from Ascent as well. A little bit of a better Uber. Laz is behind, and 2 people from Froyo behind. Patty's back in, but Ascent hiding.
They need to deal with this flank right now. Ascent needs to deal with this flank right now. Patty and Eric. Patty's going to fade out, but Eric's a free kill. Long Guy is still alive, holding it down. He's just in the house, staying alive. But Long Guy, he's going to get bombed by Patty again. Patty never got dealt with as he faded out. That's why they need to deal with that flank, man. If they had those 2 kills on top of the Habib pick, it would have been free for them.
Patty is actually just coming in clutch every time. Above the door, a direct onto Logai, a direct onto Slem, and just 2 massive picks in the end of the fight, and that's going to get him back in this round. A minute down on the clock, but they're going to be able to take this forward. No heals on the side of Ascent. They just got here, and Froyo's already on the cap. They got this positioning. They're trying to get onto Laz, and Froyo can't quite get this cap, but there's a lot of weak players on Ascent, and nothing's really happening. Patty is trying to make some space and draw eyes, but Froyo finally gets the cap and the first pick. Eric's very aggro. Gonna get cleaned up. High 5 on Skis. 2
Look at Patty.
rockets.
Patty's on the meta
He's
again.
whiffing. He's whiffing. Skis dodged like a master. High 5 missed 3 easy rockets in a row. And that is horrible to see in this position.
This is unreal, man. I mean, Ascent's gonna still try and come out on top of this. This is actually big for Ascent. Oh no, but Campy! They left them out to dry again. The Uber is gonna get popped off. Slemnish is gonna find a way to get Yom shot in the Uber. Skis is gonna die here most likely. He is gonna fall to Laz. Laz is gonna beat those 3 easy rockets. That's for sure. But again, Banny's gonna get caught out here by the flank. But again, Habib is cutting off the entire team, and Banny's gonna live still. That's illegal. That should not be allowed to happen. Patty's gonna go a little bit too deep though, even though there's not really to gain there. But Banny's going to live. Eric's going to live. But again, Ascent should be able to finish up the cap here. Laz is going to spawn just in time. And, so that's not the end of the world. Law Guy does have a little bit of add off that Skis pick. So they could definitely convert this to a round here.
Yeah, just chaos and chaos. We find this position where Froyo has players behind and Ascent is boxed into an area. And Ascent having the cap here and Uberad, they need to try and stall this situation out as long as possible. Yomps not letting that happen, getting behind. High 5 and Laz doing the same. And it looks like Habib actually gets caught on the other team's shed. And they trade 2 for 2.
Slemnish is coming up big, man.
This is so strange, but no demo from the side of Froyo is massive.
They could take this Uber into them right now. Skis is ready to go back, but again, this could be doable. Skis is committing here. Oh my god, Campy! Big stickies! Oh my god, Bombo's going so deep, and he's gonna get killed off here. Just let him live. There's no reason to chase that medic pick anymore. It was possible. If Campy may have bombed there, they could have got it, but they had no soldiers on the side of Ascent to try and get that cleanup onto the medic there. But anyway, this is huge from Ascent. This is the exact situation you want to be in. They are down bot mode, rather, but it doesn't matter. Yamps setting up to go behind here, as he always does. The combo from Froyo pushing onto the right-hand side. Habib is isolated in the middle here, but Banny getting ready to take the super. Skis a little bit behind. Banny's going to edge the cap here. Yamps in behind. He is going to get caught out by Laz here. He's going to stay in behind here. The exchange is going to come out on the point here. Big kill from Laz onto the flank there. Patty also in behind, as is Eric on the left-hand side. Habib coming in to get his creel. Skis surfing across the map to get out. Laz is deep onto Eric. Skis is all alone. Laz is on the back line. I don't know what's going on the point right now because Laz, oh my god, he just lost the 1v1 to Skis. That's terrible. This could still be good for Ascent.
That means absolutely nothing. There's no time on the clock. Laz will take that loss any day of the week for the round win.
Oh my god, that was horrifying for a second. I wasn't paying attention because I was too busy watching Laz destroy the combo on Froyo, so I didn't know what was going on. But 3-2 in favor of Froyo. Marmaloo, take this mid, man.
Yeah, so this is, I think it's going to be on Campy for this mid. Every mid, Patty gets aggro on the left side, and Ascent's already taking all this ground over Froyo, and they got to be ready for this double bomb. It's going to come. Patty taking some space. Zayler trying to stand on the point. Laz is in, gets cleaned up instantly. High five in, gets Patty, and is drawing all the eyes. This is so good for Slem, who gets to shoot people on the side. God. And that's a mid win with Slem trying to get onto Habib and Skis, but it's not looking great. And he's going to take his win on this mid. And really good start from Ascent, and this could be the turnaround.
Momentum all in favor of Ascent right now. Lol guy, little bit of BM in the chat, you know, little bit of fun there.
You'll love to see it.
You'll love to see it. But anyway, I want to see how Froyo's gonna try and break this little hold that Ascent's got going on, or Campy. You know, putting out some good spam. Skis is catching a little bit of that splash, but it looks like Manny getting ready to take the chariot Uber. About to run. Actually, they're just going to give all the time in the world, but Skis is in such a forcible spot by high five. He's going to get forced by him. Law guy's going to take the exchange, but Habib gets dropped in the Uber. This is a perfect opportunity to kill Eric up top. I want to see high five come out of the hut right here and get a big bomb onto Banny. Good damage. Can someone just turn around and help high five right now? Bombo shooting them in the side right now, but it doesn't matter. Everyone on the Ascent is falling. Oh man, they should have got better position. They just sat in the house after they had a slightly better Uber there. But
once again, the double soldier play from Froyo. Patty gets caught out, but Yomps is hiding underneath and gets Lolguy and a scout, and they just wipe trying to escape. And it's happening every time, like clockwork. And now, Uber ad from Froyo. Ascent has to take this fight to him and not let Skis get this Uber. And they're gonna walk up Death Valley. Laz is in.
Dead.
Banny gets caught out. Laz is all the way behind.
Look at the flank right now from Froyo. Patty and Eric criminally caught out right now.
Skis with the moves again, but finally gets cleaned up. You can't do that much movement.
Log, I know! Oh my god! Almost got left out to dry.
Yeah, great job from Ascent. You know, Lolguy almost getting picked, but just barely lives, and that's what they need. They're gonna get this cap. They're gonna get the Uber ad. We're gonna see. Does Froyo opt to 4-man? Do they try and take a fight forward and get some kills, get some point pressure? But this is where Ascent needs to step it up and make this as perfect as possible. Either you pop to kill the other team's men, or you don't pop at all.
It looks like it might be a 4-man here since Habib is kind of... Actually, I don't know what they're trying to do. It looks like it might be, since it looks like Yamps is about to start trying to get in behind here, and Habib's already double sticky jumping in. But they're in Fort Knox. How do they break it? Slemnish fighting off Banny. Don't ever Banny fight Slemnish like that. Laz gonna kill Habib. They're gonna find 1 kill onto a Ascent high five, and that's all they're gonna get. But Slemnish, man, holding it down from the front. The flank's got the back. That's what you love to see, man. And here comes a pseudo forward hold coming out of Ascent.
Yeah, I think they need to spam more because they're all hiding in that room, and it looks like they're all trying to come through main on Froyo. They get through decently clean, but Laz gets caught just barely, and that's a big pick to open it up. 1 player down. Ascent's got to have a good Uber here. If someone gets picked off on their side, this fight is almost over. A lot of damage.
The Uber already gets forced out very early. They can't lose Slendish. Oh no! This is terrible now from Ascent. They have to find a pick during this Uber. Habib is very weak. Zizou's going to find the kill. I'm sorry, that bot mode rather. But again, Lolguy dancing around the map here. Patty, Zayler might get caught. He is going to get killed by Eric, but Slemnish getting dropped there was so crucial from Lolguy. That can never happen. Getting caught with his arrows out in the worst situation possible. Oh no, you hate to see it happen.
Yeah, but they have so much time on the clock. Ascent can afford to lose that, but If they don't get one of these fights working out, it's gonna be rough. Patty in the house, so much damage, instant pick on high five, and that's gonna be bad. That's gonna take about 10 seconds off of the clock, and if they keep getting picks, it's gonna add up over time, and sooner than later, Froyo's gonna have 0. Another pick, they're gonna opt to 4-man. Skis does a great job of just ducking into the house. 2 big picks onto Yomps and Banny.
Skis also didn't even have Uber, and they said he was at 96.
Hey, the Uber's not that matter. You got to get that med pick, but it's definitely easier to force a med than get the kill. So, even Uber's coming now. This is going to be one of the last opportunities they're going to have an equal exchange. And let's see if they can make it well. Patty once again in the house. Gonna get the pick onto high five again. And get some damage off onto bot mode. Laz waiting for an arrow, and they're taking their good old time with this one. Froyo sitting back, asking Ascent to come forward and take that Uber first. Slem takes it. It's a decent force off onto Froyo. Danny's trying to get a bit aggro, gets onto Campy in the house. Campy gets out. This is so chaotic, and they all kind of back up into their own area and Ascent back into Death Valley, but there's no bomber to punish them yet.
I mean, I want to see how Froyotech's going to try and hold this point here. Slem is just agreed, but it looks like Ascent might just be able to recap here. Oh my god, Habib! Habib! Oh my god, Habib ballistic right now with Patty. That was incredible. That may have just been in the nail in the coffin for Ascent here, as bot mode is going to get 2 picks, so going super deep, going to kill both the scouts, and oh my god, he's still in. Ton of beef from the projectile classes on Froyo right there, but it all comes down to this. One potential last Uber exchange. 10 seconds on the clock for Froyo. Slem is very aggressive, trying to pressure as much as possible. Patty caught in the house all by himself here. Laz is going to try and chase the kill. Patty might take crit damage. He's up top. Too much damage on the Zailer. That should not happen. They're going to get on the point here. Skis just about going to have Uber here, but 2 big picks. Slem mission high five is going to fall. Oh, and here comes the Uber. It's all down that they can't lose Campy. Campy gets dropped in the Uber. That's it. There's no way Froyotech messes this up. And it looks like Froyotech is going to take the game 4-2. Oh, so unfortunate that last second part of the Uber. Campy can't get dropped there, man. I think it's over. I mean, Froyotech was at 3. It should be 4-2. I know GGs were called at all in chat.
A little bit of message from Banny. Miss me. Now the GGs come in, but yeah, I wasn't expecting the Banny Scouts to come back, and you know, that is the difference maker. That is the best roster I believe they can possibly have in a great game overall on our new map, and I hope all of you that have to play this in the future learn something valuable. And in that last fight, no scouts on side of Froyo. I think the soldiers of Ascent should have gone berserk. No one can deny them from getting a good force on the skis, but high five jump behind, got dealt with by the scouts, and then Campy and Slem got piped. Campy just didn't get the flash, and it's all over after that. But
I mean, great stuff overall from Ascent. They really bounced back. They showed so much more life in that second half than the first half. One player in particular, bot mode, had a much better performance that half. Went 26-17, top fragging the server. I mean, it was so much more competitive in that second half. But Ascent was just they were so close so many times, but both teams played incredible tonight. I mean, if that first half went just a little bit different for Ascent, this could have been a completely different game.
Yeah, Patty's stats don't really tell the full story. He was kind of doing work that game.
He was
behind the entire game. At any point, one of the soldiers were behind, and Laz having a more Laz-esque performance. You know, I don't expect that negative Laz. I expect that 300 DPM, even med picks, all of that, and maybe if that happened in the first half, this would have been a closer game, maybe 4-3 on one of the sides. But, you know, it was really close in those rounds. And, you know, Froyo showed they had that clutch material besides that one round that is insane. The highlight of the match is definitely that fight, that long last fight, 0-0 overtime on both teams.
Yeah, I mean, what really lost me there was that very last point in the game where it was Lol Guy Ubering on the point, and Campy just didn't get a flash. I don't know how much of a difference that could have made, but Campy's a phenomenal player and absolutely could have hit the shots required for his team to really come back on top there. But I mean, I have an MVP of the game. I wanted to have a little MVP. So, who do you think deserves the marmaloo seal of approval? The player in your eyes who had the most impact that game?
You know what? I'm going with the fellow roamer. I'm giving it to Patty. I believe Patty had amazing impact. Don't look at the numbers. It's roamer. Those are always going to look bad. And I think he really stepped, especially after these roster switch ups, just taking the role and just giving the dub.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was leaning on the Patty MVP for me. I was gonna give it to Yomps, man. Yomps was able to do so much so much and more with what Patty made for him. Patty made a ton of space for Yomps, vice versa. But like, I want to give it to Yomps, man. Yomps had
that soldier combo was really wreaking havoc.
They played so good. Like the soldier combo from Froyo that game played above the moon today, and I'm so excited to see Yomps back on soldier. If that's the roster they choose to go with, that could have been, maybe we want to still try Yomps on Scout, but we got to break out the big guns for Ascent because it's Koth. Froyo was looking a little shaky on their other roster in Koth, but I mean, Froyo, man, this is a star-studded lineup for a good reason, but GG's overall. Our predictions got reversed.
Ski's demo. We haven't seen that. I want to see it. Habib Med in the lab. But good game overall, And congrats to Froyo getting this first dub of the season. And hope to see more competitive games like that. And just loving the Koth, Koth is constant action. And
Koth's hype, man.
That's everything I wanted to see tonight.
Well, other than that, I don't have much other closing statements besides the fact that me and Marlon are running a podcast on this exact Twitch channel every Sunday at 6 p.m. EST. So we are going to be reviewing this match, the other matches that happened. We're going to go a little bit more in depth of things that have happened overall throughout the course of the season. What these little matches that happened, besides like kind of like the big match of the week, which was this match, obviously. So tune in Sunday at 6 p.m. We're going to go over a whole spreadsheet worth of statistics for about an hour and 10 minutes. Really give everyone kind of a little bit more clarity of what happened and give our opinion on the power rankings, on where teams are going to end up where, especially after such a crazy week one.
Yeah, but I think that's all. We're gonna try and cast another match this week. We'll keep you posted on TF2, all that, RGL, and yep. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Peace.